What's up everyone, welcome back to Beyond ARTV, another vinyl update video where I show off additions to my collection, you know, new purchases, that sort of thing. You guys seem to really enjoy these videos, and of course I love making them as well. So, of course, if you would like to see more of my collection posted on more of like a weekly basis, new additions that are coming out all the time, you can follow my Instagram at ARTV Reviews, as announced in my recent Strokes review that I did over on my main channel ARTV. Once I hit 1,500 followers on that Instagram account, I will be giving away a copy of the new Beartooth record on that limited edition swirl vinyl. So if you'd like a copy of that for yourself, one of my new followers will be winning a copy. Colored vinyl has definitely been on my mind as of late, and that's something you're going to see a lot of in this update video, starting with Switchfoot's 2005 release, Nothing Is Sound. I really enjoyed this album. I think a lot of people tend to overlook it, but it's got some of my favorite Switchfoot songs on it. I'm going to be doing a top 10 Switchfoot countdown before their new album drops in, I believe it's July. I've already got my list pretty much finalized, and a couple of songs are actually on here. I mean, there's some really good singles like Happy Is a Yuppie Word. Obviously, Stars is fantastic, just a timeless song. And some ones that I really, like I said, just feel like don't deserve kind of the panning that I feel like that it gets in their discography. It's released on red vinyl, which I thought was really cool. It's something, if you're really into colored vinyl, like I'm starting to get into myself, that you might like to find. I got this online, I believe it was SMX vinyl. It was released, srcvinyl.com if you would like to pick up a copy for yourself, if they still have any available. I know it was a limited edition run. One of my favorite releases of 2016 so far came in the form of Post Pop Depression by Iggy Pop. Obviously, Josh Homme from Queens of the Stone Age was a big collaborator, Dean Ferretta as well, and the drummer from Arctic Monkeys. Just a really interesting collab project. This one was released on standard black vinyl, at least the copy that I got. I don't know if there's a colored edition floating around or not, but I really like black for this copy, honestly. It fits obviously with the aesthetic of the record, and I really just enjoy how Iggy is, if this is his swan song, his final album, he's going out on such a fantastic note. There's so many great and just totally carved out tracks, like Gardenia's catchy as hell, American Valhalla is dark, commenting on like death and having nothing left other than your name. Like, what are you going to be remembered for exactly? There's some really great cuts here, and I highly recommend it if you're into Iggy Pop or rock. This album was a gift from the lovely Infinity on Hannah, an all-clear copy of Vessel by 21 Pilots. Probably my favorite release from them up to this point. Blurry Face is great, obviously, but I'm loving this clear copy, and of course, Vessel still. It made me listen to this album some more. It had been a while since I had actually heard it in full. Copped a copy of one of my favorite childhood albums, Move Along by the All-American Rejects. This one was very important to me during my teenage years, and is still an album that I love. If you open up the gateway here, it's kind of got the lyrical content sprawled all throughout here, and it was a record store release, so I was anticipating it being some sort of cool vinyl, and I really do like it. It's kind of like a smoky haze, as you can see here. It's not exactly clear. There is like a little bit of a swirl in here. I'm imagining that's what the Beartooth record that I'm giving away kind of looks like. And of course, this is not a double LP or anything like that, so it's just that one singular disc, but I think it's pretty cool. I reviewed this album a couple of months ago on Throwback Thursday on the main channel. Arctic Monkeys' Favorite Worst Nightmare, such a classic from these guys. I mean, they're so talented, and just everything about this, it screams amazing rock record. I like the little gatefold that opens up in the center. Gateway fold, that I can't talk obviously today. Everything on this album seriously rocks. If you've never listened to it, you're doing yourself a disservice. Another great rock release came in the form of Catfish and the Bottlemen's debut album, The Balcony. I did not like their new one, The Ride, that much, but this one has so much to offer, so many great songs. Cocoon and Kathleen hooked me instantly, but whenever I started getting into awesome tracks like Tyrants, Rango, Pacifier, even the slow one like Hourglass, yeah, that's when you know you've got an album's album on your hands. It's maybe not the most in-depth record, but definitely something you need to hear. I'm really happy with this next pickup that I've got here. I had to order this one from overseas, but I really think that this band's gonna explode in the next couple of years, hopefully. Creeper is the name of the band. It's the Stranger EP, and they're signed to Roadrunner Records. I ordered it from their online shop, and I was able to get it imported into the US. It's on limited edition white vinyl, which I love. Loving this EP. It's just reminding me of like AFI meets Jimmy Eat World and a few other like alternative influences, and I don't think that they drown in their influences like some bands do. No, that was not an AFI pun, but really I am enjoying the AFI influences on this. I think my favorite track here is probably Astral Projection, just a phenomenal closer, just so much passion lies within that track. Continuing the trend of colored records, I have Run the Jewels 2 here in front of me. Came with some stickers, which were cool. I put them on my phone case, but then they kept falling off, and then I got a new phone case, so I gave up on that. I really like the color on this. It's kind of like a green teal almost, and of course the center there you can see it's flipping you off. Oh no, I've offended someone. Apparently this one wasn't released on vinyl for a long time, but we finally got it. I like the way that this is kind of imprinted here, Your Favorite Weapon, the title of the album. I doubt you can see that, but it's kind of embedded into the album. You run your finger over it and it's kind of like bumpy, almost like Braille you think about. But this one is an album that's grown on me as of late. In the past, I would always say that Your Favorite Weapon was my least favorite brand new album, but I don't think that was really fair because I had spent the least amount of time with it at that time. And listening to it over the past few months, I've decided that this is actually a really solid album. I mean, obviously, it's not just your standard pop punk stuff. I think it's a really great release that I plan on reviewing sometime. You know, eventually I'll get to that maybe once we unlock discography reviews over on my Patreon account. If you're curious about that, linked in the description down below. Shameless self-promotion, but no, really, I do find this to be a fantastic release. I mean, you can't go wrong with like the shower song, obviously the No Seatbelt song, Jude Law and A Semester Abroad, just kind of a sizzling fire back to somebody who's wronged you. I love Brand New, seriously, one of my favorite bands. Another one of my favorite albums of 2016 right here, Pup, The Dream Is Over. Thanks to my friend Paige Backstage for recommending them. Great release, really enjoying Pup so far, and this album really got me to check out their first album as well, which I also recommend, but this one, pretty much every single track on here works for what they have to do. I mean, it's kind of like a meltdown, a lot of passion, a lot of anger. The vocalist was told that he would never sing again before this album came out, or he should never sing again, and that's the title of the album, The Dream Is Over, basically what his doctor said to him, and I got a red copy of this one. I already had a copy of Danger Days, and you might be thinking, oh, he's already shown this one. No, this is actually a duplicate, and I've got one more duplicate of something else that I'm going to be showing in just a minute. But this is Danger Days, The True Lives of the Fabulous Killjoys by My Chemical Romance. I love every album that they've put out. I mean, their first one is my least favorite, just because I don't think that they had found their feet yet. I don't think it's a bad album by any means, and I'm going to review it at some point for all of those who were wondering. I know that's the only one that I've never covered. Danger Days is a very different record in the discography, and I love how pretty this one is. I mean, look at this. It's like a sky. It's sunset. That's pretty much the vibe that they nailed with this record. I mean, once you pull it out a little bit more, you can see kind of the blue and pink swirl. It looks like this sky right after a pretty rain or something like that in the summer night. And I don't know, for some reason I feel like that kind of captures the spirit of the album, because this is something that I like to listen to in the summer. You just roll down the windows, crank it up, you can feel the heat, because a lot of this record and its themes took place in the desert, obviously. You can see from the picture here. I mean, this is a very different album, like I said, from My Chemical Romance, but a very enjoyable one, a very fun one, and I just love how they kind of let loose. Not too long ago, Rise Against tweeted out that they had 500 copies, limited edition, of The Unraveling, their debut album. Fantastic punk rock stuff. If you're into that, I think that you'll really enjoy this record. If you've never gotten into Rise Against, I mean, this is a great place to start. This is a clear, kind of mint green clear. It's hard to tell on camera probably. I really enjoy this, and I'm glad that I picked up a copy of it. I was debating on whether opening this or not. I didn't know if it would be like a collector's edition, something that I might want to hold on to because it might be really valuable someday, but you know, screw it. I don't think it will be, honestly. I'm sure that it'll get repressed again. This was printed by Fat Wreck Records, if you're familiar with that label, known for kind of punk rock and that sort of thing. And there's 16 songs on here. They're short. This album clocks in shorter than some of their other albums, but has a lot more tracks. It's just fun and furious music with a heart to it. I scored 2 all-time low records from Hot Topic. Thank you guys so much for telling me that it was Don't Panic on the website, and it was actually Don't Panic. It's longer now. Still a little bit salty about that one, but I got Nothing Personal, which is my second favorite release, Don't Panic, the Standard Edition, being my favorite all-time low album. I think I like the whole thing that they've got going on with like the little inside insert page here, and then the record rolls out. It looks like more of the album artwork like you would see in like the CD or something like that. And it's not as cool as some of the splattered copies of this that I've seen, But still, I really do enjoy it. I mean, I was listening to it just the other night, and it's got a nice kind of pink outline splatter to it going on, and you can see the cassette tape right in the middle there. If you were curious about Don't Panic It's Longer Now and how that looked and how it turned out, both records look pretty much like this. There's a little bit more red on some parts of it, but it's just kind of splattered and swirled all throughout. There's mainly white on the inside layer. And I was listening through it. I'm not a huge fan of some of the new tracks that they added. I mean, A Love Like War is pretty good, Canals, but some of the bonus tracks I'm just not a huge fan of, and I would have preferred to have the standard edition on vinyl, but I guess I'll be happy enough with my CD. And because I'm apparently super forgetful, I forgot to share 2 of my records that I picked up. I forgot one last time, but whenever I started editing this one, I sat down at the computer and I was like, I forgot 2 of them. And the first of those is Hissing Fauna, Are You the Destroyer by Of Montreal. Really like the artwork on this one. If you're not familiar with Of Montreal, an indie project Kevin Barnes fronted, they put out a lot of really solid albums. I mean, I'm not into everything and I haven't heard all of them, but my friend Mark over at Spinner Reviews recommended this one. And yeah, I got addicted to it quickly. That and Skeletal Lamping I highly recommend. Was not into their last record, Alright Gloom, but hopefully this new one that's coming out in the summer will be really good. This one came from Newberry Comics on limited edition blue vinyl. I really enjoy this. Fully Ado, aka The Madness Shared by 2 by Fall Out Boy is the other record I forgot to show you guys. Came on 2 discs, and I'm really enjoying the colors of these vinyl records here. We have a red one, of course, right here that you can see. I like that kind of see-through more so than some of the red records that I have. And gold as well. Kind of looks like my Panic at the Disco Fever You Can't Sweat Out record, and I really like that. It was pressed, I believe, a couple of years ago. They're still selling it on Amazon, various record stores, so if you're interested in picking up a copy for yourself, I would do so now before it goes out of print. The final part of this video is 3 albums that I have not opened yet. I haven't been able to bring myself to open, mainly because one of them I already have, and I'm thinking that maybe this one is going to be like really valuable someday, or else it'd just be cool to just have like a sealed up copy of a legendary album. In fact, my favorite album of all time. It's this special limited edition red, white, and black vinyl copy of American Idiot by Green Day. Holy shit, do I love this album. It means so much. It means the world to me. I love this release front to back. Could listen to it all day long. In fact, I won't, though, because I want to leave it as something special. You know those albums that you only let yourself listen to from time to time just because they do mean a lot to you? I already have a copy of this. My mom bought me this back in like 2012. It was one of my first records I ever owned. And that's why I'm not opening this one, because I have another copy I can listen to. If something ever happened to that one, I would probably tear into this one. And in fact, I'll probably tear into this one at some point. I'm weird about some of these things. Sometimes I'm just like, you know, wouldn't it be cool if I just, you know, never unboxed it? And that's kind of the thought process I had behind these 2 Blink-182 albums as well. These are both limited edition. I got them off of eBay, but they were originally a little bit cheaper than this, actually a lot cheaper than that. I spent more than I wanted to on these. They're the splattered copies from Hot Topic. You can see that they were originally retailing for $22.99, and I believe this one was $22 as well. Yeah, this one, at least from the pictures, looks fucking awesome, and I'm so tempted to open it up. But the thing is, I don't know. I feel like this is like one of these albums that I obviously love, but I'm so tempted to not open it just because I feel like if I was ever in a tight spot someday in terms of cash, that this would probably be worth something, and so is Take Off Your Pants and Jacket. I already have this record anyways. This is another one that I already own. I own a white copy of this. This is the splattered edition, so I will not be opening this one, at least for now, and so far I've been able to hold out for a couple of months. I almost forgot to share with you a couple of 7-inches that I picked up from Record Store Day. One of them was sent to me by the LP Club. Really cool kid, Ethan. If you've never checked him out, do so. You can find him at the LP Club on YouTube or else on Twitter. This is the Wolf Alice Leaving You white leather Record Store Day release. Really like both of these songs, and in fact, Leaving You might be one of my favorite Wolf Alice tracks. Just a phenomenal song with a great vibe. And I also got the Muse picture disc of Reapers, one of my favorite songs of 2015 and one of my favorite Muse songs, period. Hey, Wolf Alice and Wolf Alice, what a coincidence. I hope you guys enjoyed the vinyl update video. Had fun making it for you guys, talking about some of these records. Don't forget to hit that like button while you're here. Subscribe to the channel because friends don't let friends go unsubscribed. If you would like to, consider supporting me on Patreon. It's that top link in the description down below. It helps me keep making videos like this, bringing content to you guys. I've had a lot of fun fun over the past few weeks uploading a lot of videos, just seeing the feedback that you guys have been giving them, seeing how excited you are for some of these upcoming releases and that sort of thing. So thank you so much for watching and supporting. I'll see you guys very soon right here for probably another installment of this in a couple of months, and of course for more videos on Beyond ARTV.